If you are looking to improve your draw calls when creating game assets and keep materials down to a minimum, then this is the video for you. I will show you how to make your very own color palette texture that you will be able to attach to a material in 3D modeling software or game engines. This video will focus on making the color palette texture in Photoshop, then I'll create follow-on videos for more advanced color palettes and how to use them in various modeling or game engine software. I have chosen to break up my tutorials because if you are like me, seeing a tutorial video that is 2 hours long sends shivers up my spine. I hope to keep my tutorials from 2 to 10 minutes, making them ideal for coffee break learning. Enough chat, let's get into this. Pause the video if you wish to read the disclaimer. The first thing we will do is start a new document and then set the size to 32 by 32. This will give a 16 by 16 grid that equals 4 pixels per box. This I found to be the sweet spot for quality. Set the settings to 300 pixels per inch, color mode to RGB color, color profile to sRGB and pixel aspect ratio to square pixels. Now enter a name for your color palette and hit create. Before we start to make the color palette image, it is best to create a color swatch in Photoshop, which can be used in the future when creating UI, or other images you want to keep up a consistent color scheme. Let's make a color swatch. Select the lined square in the top right-hand corner. Make sure RGB sliders and RGB spectrum are selected. If you don't have the full window, then click the expand icon that looks like 2 less than signs. Now you can set the sliders and spectrum. Selecting a color for your swatch can be done by either using the sliders, entering the exact value into the box to the right of the sliders, or selecting a point in the RGB spectrum. Let's make a group to keep our color swatches organized. Go down to the bottom of the Groups panel and select the folder icon to add your group name. Make sure your group is selected before choosing a color. Now pick a color and then go back to the Swatches tab, then go down and select the plus icon next to the Add Folder icon. Enter the name you want for the swatch and click OK. Now you just have to repeat these steps for all the colors you want in your color palette. Last thing before we can start making our color palette is to set up a grid to make placing the colors easier. Go to the main menu, Preferences, then select Guides, Grid and Sliders. Go down to the Grid section and enter 2 in the grid line every box. For the subdivision box, enter 1. As explained earlier, we want a 2 by 2 grid making a 4 pixel square. Now we're all set to make our color palette. Click OK. If you find my content useful, then please like, follow, share, and comment. Finally, we can get to the making. Now it is just the simple process of selecting the color swatch and clicking on the grid square where you want the color to be. Repeat the process until you have your complete color palette on the image. One more process and we're done. We will keep this file as a template, so go to the main menu, select Save As, enter flat to the end of the name and click Save. This is for future reference when creating our advanced color palettes. Now navigate to Layer in the main menu, select Flatten Image, and save the image so as not to lose your work. You can confirm this by checking there is only one layer in the Layers panel. To finish, navigate to File in the main menu, and select Export As. Select PNG, click the checkbox to remove transparency and leave all of the other settings as they are, then click Export. You can change the name if you like, then click Save. You can exit Photoshop. Congratulations, you have now completed your first color palette texture. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and don't forget there are more to come. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of my new content. Thank you for watching, see you soon.